welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are back again today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Kinsey Jade. I also go by the Queen of the Spiders here online. So if you look up any of my other social media, that is what it is listed under. We are going to be doing another Me Time Musings today. If you don't know what that is a weekly show I have set up here on the channel where I do some skincare, some masking, and some relaxing, and then just discuss some topics that I have on my mind. Mostly last week it was a very personal video and it served kind of more as an intro to this channel, so I promise if you watch the entirety of that, this is not going to be nearly that long and rambly. If you are somebody who watches these videos and you're just somebody who likes and supports me and knows me personally, I'm sorry that you have to suffer through the beauty ramblings, but most of these will probably be beauty related. If you're somebody who is plugged into the beauty community, you'll probably know about at least one of the topics we're going to discuss during this video today. The first thing that we are going to discuss is the controversy between Jared Blandino's sister and NYX Tutorials that came out earlier this week. If you don't know who Jared Blandino is, he is the co-founder of the brand Too Faced Cosmetics, and he has come out and made his stand known about the controversy that happened between his sister and NYX now, and I'll let you know a little bit about my thoughts on that. We will also be talking about the NYX collaboration with the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. The new Chilling Adventures of Sabrina will be launching this week, the new season, as well as the collaboration with NYX. So I'm going to let you know a little bit about my thoughts on the collaboration there. And we're going to talk just a little bit about the Boulet brothers Dragula, just because I want to show you an item that I purchased that I thought was pretty cool, and I'll chat about that very briefly as well. A quick disclaimer, as always, all of the thoughts expressed in this video are mine and mine alone. They do not reflect on my employer, the company that I work for, or anyone who is associated with me either personally or professionally. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start talking about the skincare we're going to be doing today, and then we'll jump right into the beauty topics. And today we will be doing a little bit of multi-masking, so we will be using the E.L.F. in the T-Zone Bubble Mask just here, essentially where it says in the T-Zone. I'm just going to do my nose and really a little bit here on my cheek area and in my chin. I'm not going to do anything in my forehead because I don't like to put it there. We're also going to be using the Body Shop Japanese Matcha Tea Pollution Clearing Mask. Now, I have gone ahead and cleansed my skin just with my typical St. Ives cleanser, and I am going to go ahead and use the Thayer's Facial Toner with Witch Hazel, and this is the cucumber one, so it's supposed to be good for more sensitive skin. I'm just doing this to remove any excess oil that has built up while I've been sitting here, because I cleansed my skin about, I would say, 30 minutes ago or so. There actually was a little bit of product, I guess, left on my skin maybe, that I didn't get off fully because it did remove a little bit, which normally they don't. So, also, if you are using these toning products, you need to be doing a double cleanse before, because this isn't really meant to remove your makeup. It's just meant to kind of seal the steps in. So we are going to go ahead and start with the E.L.F. in the T-Zone Bubble Mask. This is really cool. I have used it a few times. The directions say to dispense 1 pump of product at a time and spread it onto areas of enlarged pores in your T-zone. Now, I have been watching Skincare by Hiram. He's a skincare specialist, and he says that enlarged pores aren't really necessarily a thing, that your pores just kind of are like opening and closing, shrinking and growing your pores. That's not really real. That really your pores are the size that they are. So I just happen to have larger pores in my nose area, so I like to use this kind of as a deeper clean for it. So I'm going to start just dispensing the product and rubbing it into my nose. And you'll see it start to grow because it is a foaming mask. Also gonna work it on right here because I do have slightly enlarged pores just kind of in this section of my face also. And once it's there, kind of try to leave it alone. I messed up and went back over that area a little bit, but really once it's on, just leave it alone and it'll do its thing. Also gonna just put a little bit in my chin area. Okay, so that is it for that mask. We're just gonna let it go for 5 to 10 minutes. So we need to hurry up and get the other mask on because I think it lasts about as long. So this is the Body Shop Japanese Matcha Tea Pollution Clearing Mask. These are both for really kind of a deeper cleansing. This one has more of a little bit of light exfoliation to it. So we are just going to let that sit now for several minutes and just talk about some different makeup topics. Before we do that though, let us go ahead and talk a little bit about the masks themselves. The Imitation Bubble Mask is by E.L.F. It is $8. It says in its details, liven up your skincare routine with a pore refining bubble mask. This K-beauty inspired formula applies like a gel, then fizzes into thousands of tiny bubbles that gently wash away dirt and help refine the pores. Result is radiant, smooth skin with clearer pores. Ingredients we love, witch hazel and tea tree oil. So that is what is in the bubble mask. For the Japanese Matcha Tea Pollution Clearing Mask, it says enriched with matcha green tea from Kakagawa, Japan. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Dandelion extract and soul-soothing community trade aloe vera from Mexico. Our indulgently creamy 100% vegan masking formula deeply purifies, gently exfoliates, and liberates your skin from weekly buildup of city pollutants and everyday impurities. It is formulated without silicones, mineral oils, and paraffins also. So we're just going to let this sit for a few more minutes and discuss a few of the beauty community topics of the week. So if you don't know about the situation between Jared Blandino, the co-founder of Too Faced's sister, and Nikki Tutorials from this past week, Jared Blandino's sister, who online goes by @DannyCalifornia, @MakeupPrincess, her name online is Danny California, put in her Instagram bio, transgender, huh? That's not the only thing she's been lying about. So first of all, not coming out is not lying. That is self-protection. Some people don't feel comfortable coming out, and that is okay. That is not a lie, so that is fully false. Screen captures were taken of this Instagram bio, but after backlash started coming in, they were fairly quickly taken down. So the following day, Jared Blandino broke his silence on the controversy surrounding his sister and Nikki Tutorials, and there have been some instances of Too Faced and NYX Tutorials potentially having beef with each other in the past about a collaboration, which I assume is probably where some of this is stemming from on his sister's part. But Jared Blandino broke his silence and said, "I would like to make sure it is understood that although I love my sister very much, the things she says or does have absolutely nothing to do with me and do not in any way reflect me, my opinions, thoughts, or feelings, nor speak for me or Too Faced in any way, shape, or form." He goes on to say, "I have always stood for love, equality, and kindness in my life and everything I do. I am sorry for the hurt she has caused. Let it be known that I am truly shocked and disgusted to my core at her recent actions." He proceeded to reveal that the brand has parted ways with his sister, though details of the previous position are currently unknown, saying, "I do not tolerate his behavior and she is no longer an employee of Too Faced. I would like to say how proud I am of NYX Tutorials and how I am inspired for her strength and sharing her beautiful truth with the world. I am sending all my love to her." So that is good. I am glad that he has parted ways as a brand with his sister. But I don't think we should jump on the train of being incredibly forgiving of Jared Blandino, because he has done controversial things in the past, such as the egregious Rich Lives Matter cake incident that he put on his Instagram story. That's disgusting. So I don't necessarily think that we should just go to supporting Too Faced because he fired his sister. Now, I think that was the right move to make, and I think what she said about NYX was absolutely disgusting. But I don't think that we should go back just necessarily to supporting Too Faced if you were against supporting them because of this circumstance. I think there are other reasons to be against supporting them too. And in a video that was supposed to go up before this one, but will definitely be coming out later in the week because I pre-filmed it, I discuss a little bit about a video I'm planning to do duping a controversial brand, which is pretty clearly Too Faced, with some different options that are more affordable, that are also cruelty-free, and are just as good as the products from Too Faced if you're someone who doesn't want to support Too Faced because of some of the more, let's just say, problematic things that they do. So let's just go ahead and start on the second topic of this video, which is the collaboration between NYX and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Now, I am so excited for this. And let's just chat a little bit about it, okay? So, NYX website says, "Get ready, witches. All hell is breaking loose 120. Now, the article that I was reading was saying that the collection was going to be released on 121, but I'm going to go ahead and believe the brand's website of saying that all hell is breaking loose on 120 instead of 121. From Elite Daily, it says, "On January 21st, which could potentially be January 20th, NYX will drop the collection featuring a 30-pan eyeshadow, 2 different blushes, 30-pan eyeshadow, featuring a 30-pan eyeshadow palette," I assume is what it means, 2 different blushes and 1 highlighter, as well as a kit with an exclusive spell book. Fans can also get 3 new lip kit duos with NYX Soft Matte Lip. This expansive light and dark colors perfectly encapsulates Sabrina's battle between good and evil. So that is from this article on the Elite Daily. I'll link that below if you want to read it. The new season of Sabrina will be dropping on the 24th, by the way, on Netflix. Now over to Trend Mood. I'm looking here at the palette, and I'm honestly not wowed by it, but I'm also definitely going to buy it, as long as I can get my hands on it. I'm not going to buy it right away. If it gets sold out, then that was my own loss. Like, I should have jumped on it more readily, but, you know, it's a fairly large palette. I have a lot of these colors. I do love the NYX formula, the one that is in the Modern Dreamer palette, I believe is what it's called. That is such a good eyeshadow formula. It is so good. There are 3 face colors in here. What appears to be the highlight will be way too dark for my skin, so I won't be using that. But there is a really pretty corally blush that I like, and also a pretty pinky blush too. As far as the eyeshadows go, the standout color to me is the what appears to be matte red shade. Now this is looking at Trend Mood's page, so it's not a super great quality photo as far as the eyeshadows go to be able to tell if there's any kind of minuscule sparkles or glitters down in the like demi matte formula, but it looks like it might be a matte. There's also what appears to be a satin, at least potentially a shimmer yellow shade, which is really pretty, but I have lots of yellow shades that I use, so I don't necessarily need that. The outside of it is really beautiful. I definitely want it. I think it is a really cool packaging design. It looks like a spell book. And then the 3 lipstick combos look very different in the packaging to me than they look sitting out on the table. The first of those is kind of a peachy pinky nude and a more deeper mauve nude. The second is a very, very pale nude, very pale pink nude, and kind of a more berry style red, or potentially just a really berry pink. And then the last one looks to be kind of more of a cool toned nude and either a deep blue or a black. Now I assume it's probably a black because it is probably the Weird Sisters inspired one, which I am very excited about. They are each called Half Witch, Fright Club, and Weird Sisters. I assume the one with the black in it is the one that's called Weird Sisters. So the Sabrina Spellbook face palette is $35. It has 30 eyeshadows and 3 face products. There are 3 of the Sabrina lip kit duos, which are $14 each: Half Witch, Fright Club, and Weird Sisters. So I assume the one with the black in it is the Weird Sisters one, which is the one that I most want. At $14 each, I probably won't buy all 3 of them, but I definitely will get at least one of those if I get the collection and it doesn't sell out before I jump on it. So before we go on to the final topic, I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off my face. And so I'm back. I just went ahead and did the rest of my skincare off screen, same as normal. So I used my Pixie Retinol Under Eye Cream. I also used the Pixie Collagen and Retinol Serum, and then I used my standard moisturizer that, like I said in the last video, is not cruelty free. I'm just trying to use up something that I purchased a long time ago and that really doesn't affect a lot of the skin issues going on right here. So while I still have that, I'm going to use the rest of that up. But I do think I am going to purchase the Milk vegan milk moisturizer. I really want to give that a try, so I think I'm going to try that. But the other topic that I had left for the end is the Boulet Brothers Dragula, because I purchased this really cool fan. It says, "Hello Uglies, Boulet Brothers 2-1." So we're just gonna fan that in. And I wanted to talk about this not only because it's a awesome show. It is a great show. It's on Netflix. You can check it out there. I think it's also on Amazon Prime. The 2nd and 3rd seasons are both on Netflix, and I do believe Amazon Prime. The 1st season you can watch here on YouTube. I think that's the only place you can watch it. But beyond just being a big fan of the show, I personally have known Priscilla Chambers for quite a while, and they are on tour right now in Europe, so it is so cool to see her doing so great and just rocking the world. My husband and I are actually going to go meet the Boulets in Atlanta in February, so we're gonna plan to go and take just like an overnight trip down there to Days of the Dead. in Atlanta. They are doing a meetup there, so we really want to check that out. I really hope Abora and Bitch Puddin' from season 2 are both there. Abora was my absolute favorite in season 2, and I do like Bitch Puddin' as well, so I'm really excited to get to go down to Atlanta and potentially see them. I think they're both from Atlanta, so we love it down there, and we're gonna go check that out. But that's just something I wanted to chat about really briefly. Also, season 3 is just phenomenal. Everybody that's a competitor in season 3 is a really great artist. I'm obviously biased. To be Team Priscilla, but you know, everybody that was on that season, everybody that was on every season was just such an incredible artist. So I don't recommend this for the faint of heart. This show is very graphic as far as they do some really horrifying things. It's a lot, I don't want to say anything that could be really inaccurate, but it's the same style of show as far as being a competition show that has to do with drag as like RuPaul's Drag Race, but it focuses more on the monster side of the drag world, and that is so much more interesting to me than like pageantry style drag. Now that's interesting too, but I really like the creative, darker monster side. So if you like RuPaul's Drag Race and like darker stuff, check out Dragula because it is super awesome. But they do some horrifying things, and it's definitely like not safe for work content. So, you know, don't show it to your children necessarily, your young children or anything. And if you're somebody who's really easily frightened, I don't necessarily think that I would watch this either. But it is awesome. If you like horror and you like drag and you like really it's, you know, drag, filth, horror, and glamour are the how it starts off, and that perfectly describes the show. So there are definitely some really gross things. Now the emetophobia in me freaked out during one of the scenes in one season because somebody eats their own vomit, and that really panicked me. So, you know, there are some gross things like that. So if you're grossed out by stuff like that, maybe this isn't for you. But if you like horror and you like drag, Dragula is awesome. So check that out. And yeah, I bought the Boulet's Cool Fan, and it came in and it's awesome. And I use that for my setting spray, but I just also like to use it if I've recently put on skincare to kind of set that further into my skin. So that's kind of all of the topics I wanted to talk about for this Me Time Musings. A brief summary of how I felt about the masks. I like the E.L.F. in the T-Zone bubble mask quite a lot. I definitely feel it getting down into my pores and like really cleaning them. I can feel it tingling when I use it. The Japanese matcha green tea face mask from the Body Shop, I probably won't be using that one again. I forgot that it was a physical exfoliant as well, which, I mean, that is, physical exfoliants can be bad for your skin. Now it may be jojoba esters, something that's really gentle that really won't break your skin barrier down as badly, but I prefer chemical exfoliants to physical exfoliants every day. So I would much prefer to use a chemical exfoliant. I might declutter that mask when I do my declutter. I said I was going to do that yesterday in the Kat Von D video that I posted that was supposed to be part of this video, but I just couldn't wait to talk about it, so I just decided to talk about it yesterday instead and just go ahead and put it up. But that was supposed to be part of this video, and yeah, I prefer to do a chemical exfoliant, so I may declutter that because I never did get around to filming that declutter yesterday, so I might declutter both makeup and skincare. Otherwise, I do think it left my skin feeling okay. I mean, it definitely feels very clean. It feels like it got deep down in my skin and did some work, but I don't think that it necessarily is the best mask in terms of exfoliation because it is a physical exfoliator. Now, I love the Body Shop because they have such great missions. Like, they're very ethical as a brand. They work very hard to make sure none of their products are sourced in a way that uses slave labor or uses any kind of unethical sourcing. So I do commend the Body Shop on that, but this product is just probably not one that I would choose to use again. So I'm probably going to get rid of that. I also think I'm going to talk about some Body Shop products that I've tried in the past in another video, and maybe get some more, because there are some other things I want to try that look pretty good. And I'm going to take Skincare by Hiram's suggestions and give those a try, because I think they are an awesome brand, but the products I've used so far have been really heavily fragranced, and I'm looking for something that's got less fragrance. So that was a little bit off topic, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, and please give it a share. That would make me really, really happy. Otherwise, you don't have to do any of those things. I just thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you again really soon. Bye!